June 30th, 2024 will be a date that will live in wrestling infamy. It'll be the day where All Elite Wrestling, New Japan, and CMLL converge on a front lawn in front of a house that happens to have the forbidden door right in front of them. And they will scratch and they will claw and they will elbow and they will say, "No, I'm going to pull there. I will be the one to get behind the forbidden door, see what is there, and then lock it behind and deadbolt it and throw away the key and say, you can't be here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here." So what's behind the forbidden door? Well, we don't know yet. The event hasn't happened yet, but let's talk about what could possibly be behind the forbidden door. I'm John Rentham with my AEW versus New Japan, Honestly versus CMLL Forbidden Door 2024 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments, please. I know that CMLL is actually not part of it, but look, there's enough representation. Kinda, sorta. And I am recording these right after my Dynamite review, and this is the card as fully formed as I can gather. And honestly, if they add any more matches to 0 Hour, I don't care. It's nothing against the talent, but they've already overloaded this goddamn card. They put some stars on there. They put some random matches on there. It's going to be interesting. I got to be honest, though, my enthusiasm for this particular pay-per-view is a little bit low, like to the point where I'm like, I was even debating getting it. It's not because of money. I mean, the money's no issue. It's just, do I want to waste the time? I decided Ospreay versus Swerve and a couple other things will get me on board. Not like baby on board, not baby on board. Boy, the Simpsons used to be funny, didn't they? Speaking of funny, remember when wrestling used to be funny, like in the sense where, ho, this actually might be something I can laugh at, and then the heel takes it away from me and makes me regret laughing at them, and how dare you? Well, now I'm just kind of laughing at a few of the roster members, but nevertheless, let's just get into the predictions. I think we should do that now. I think we should. This intro's gone on long enough. So, we get Willow Nightingale, Tam Nakano versus Chris Statlander and Watanabe. I don't know anything about Stardom. I apologize. I'm going Statlander and Watanabe. Why? Because even though Willow and Nakano winning would be cool, I think we're going to build up this Willow-Statlander thing a little bit more. They're going to have that match in the Owen Hart tournament, the women's side, and I think the Statlander is going to go over. It'll be interesting. And at least, the women are getting a match on the 0 Hour. I think they're going to add at least 2 more matches to the 0 Hour. But there we are. So that's the 1 0 Hour match as of very early Thursday morning. So Jericho, Bill, and Jeff Cobb. Yeah, the IWGP Television Champion, who was going to have a singles match, but then Brian Keith got injured when Dorothy's house fell on his house in the land of Oz. So now he's injured, and Jeff Cobb just got slotted in there. So, okay, they're taking on Joe Hawk Shibata with his new brain. I'm not going to let that go. Nobody should let that go because, let's be honest, Meltzer was a fucking idiot for saying it. I have Jericho, Bill, and Jeff Cobb because I think Shibata's probably going to take the pin. Look, I'm no fan of Jericho. Jericho could honestly just drop off the face of the earth tomorrow and I wouldn't care, and this match could be turned into a tag match and wrestling would be better off for it. But if they're going to go with this, I have Jericho, Bill, and Jeff Cobb getting the victory. Because why the fuck not? I mean, what are you going to do? Have Shibata pin Jeff Cobb and then have a TV championship match on the following Dynamite? Possibly. But I think Jericho's group is going to get the victory. So then Bryan Danielson against Shingo Takagi. Men's Owen Cup, quarterfinal, first round match, whatever the fuck. Bryan Danielson, it's American Dragon versus the Rampage Dragon. I don't know why he's called the Rampage Dragon. Translation issue? Who knows? Bryan Danielson will win. It'll probably be clubbing, blow heavy, chop heavy. I think it'll at least be a pretty good match overall. At least Danielson's getting to do what he wants to do in his final year as a full-time wrestler. MJF against Hechicero with the Cages of Agony, possibly. MJF, for the love of God, have MJF win. It's not even that Hechicero is bad in the ring. This is just so random. They don't really know what to do with MJF already, even though they did something pretty good on, Dynamite with him and Garcia and him and Ospreay, and that could be good, but this is just a random match that will probably go twice as long as it needs to, when it really should go maybe 10 minutes at the most. MJF has to win, though, and it should be decisive. I just fear it won't be. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Orange Cassidy. It'll probably be Orange Cassidy. I know what I'll probably be doing. Not paying much attention to what Orange Cassidy does. You like him? Great. I love Zack Sabre Jr. I don't know if I love him enough to stomach an Orange Cassidy match. But Orange Cassidy will get the victory. Mercedes Moné against Stephanie Vaquer. Or Vaquer. However you say it. Winner takes all match for Mercedes' TBS Championship and Stephanie's New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Mercedes, even though it'd be cool if Stephanie won, they're going to go all in with Mercedes. Ironic, considering that, maybe she might make it to all in before, accidentally, just stupidly injuring her ankle again when she fell off it. But then she blamed Willow, even though she's made of glass. No, I kid. Accidents happen. Mercedes is going to win. It'll probably be a pretty good match. I like Stephanie. Boy, does she look good. God, does she look good. And she actually can work. So at least it's nice that the women are getting multiple championship matches because we get timeless Toni Storm against Mina Shirakawa. AEW Women's Championship. And after Mina accidentally hit Mariah with the champagne bottle, a champagne supernova with glass in her eye, I think Toni Storm's going to win. I think Mariah's going to inadvertently cost Mina the match. I mean, Mina Shirakawa winning the championship would be cool, but I think that they're going to build to Toni Storm dropping the title to Jamie Hayter at All In. Because please have Jamie Hayter come back at some point. I'm not saying have her come back here, even though it'd be cool, but just build up to that and have Jamie Hayter, if she's ready to come back, please have her ready to come back. And please let her come back. I like Mina. You can have Mina and Mariah feud with Saraya's group a little bit more if you really want to. If you want to keep Mina Shirakawa around a little bit, and I have no problem seeing her on television. But Toni Storm's going to get the victory and eventually drop the title to Jamie Hayter. Moxley versus Tetsuya Naito, IWGP World Championship. Naito is going to get the victory. Why? Because he promised that if he didn't, he would give up his spot in the G1. I don't know much about Naito, but I also know that he will not give up his spot in the G1 because he doesn't have a lot of time left. He will win the championship here. Takeshita, Briscoe, Jack Perry, Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and somebody, who I assume is announced on Collision, in a TNT ladder match for the vacant TNT Championship. Jack Perry's going to win. Why? Because we are not allowed to have nice things. And because Copeland stupidly broke his leg. The Adam Copeland decided that was a smart spot. So yeah, Jack Perry will get the victory. Swerve and Ospreay. It's the AEW World Title match. Ospreay will get the victory, become a double champion, possibly drop the International Championship at some point. I don't know how you don't have Ospreay walk in to Wembley as world champion. I don't know how else you get that, and I don't know how you keep Ospreay strong by losing. But I also don't know how this helps Swerve if he loses. So I have Ospreay winning, but they booked themselves into a goddamn corner here. They just did. That's just how it is. But that being said, Ospreay will get the victory. Now, this isn't the main event, but this is an added attraction match. So the Scissor Me Ace, so basically, or Scissor Ace, that is, Tanahashi and the Acclaimed against Okada and the Bucks. Okada and the Bucks when Okada pins Tanahashi. Why? Because if Tanahashi actually can manage to stand upright by the time we get to 10-15 minutes into this match, he's taking a Rainmaker. Or he's taking the EVP trigger. Whatever requires him not to have to take much of a bump. I love Tanahashi. Motherfucker can't go anymore. He just can't. This has got to be his last G1. I know I've said that for a number of years. But that's those are the Forbidden Door predictions. What are your predictions? Let me know. Are you going to be watching this show genuinely? Are you excited for this show? So outside of a couple matches, I'm not really that excited. Nevertheless, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rickland. I'll see you soon.